Full time then at Villa Park, Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 0. I believe this is actually our first clean sheet of the season, and when you look at it, you know, from a neutral, well, not a neutral, just like obviously, in the sense that we never really get anything against Man United, and Emery's first game obviously beating them 3-1. And I think since then we haven't actually beaten them. But when you look at it from that sort of position, it's not a bad result at all. But I don't know. It's just it felt like one of them games where I don't think we're ever gonna lose it. I know they had a few okayish chances, but they were always gonna get hyped up because it's Man United, like yeah. But at the end of the day, I think it was one of them. We were gonna draw it or we were gonna win it. And it did look like one of them games where both teams have just, you know, played in Europe and all that. But yeah, I just really wanted to get one over them today. I just really wanted it and I don't really care about the situations with Ten Hag or anything. I think the whole club is absolutely rotten to the core. You got Fernandez, who's, you know, all he does is complain. You got a fairly okayish keeper. Like I don't think he's that bad. I mean, he can do better under a different manager, in my opinion. You know, you got the back line of Johnny Evans and Maguire, not the best. You got Rashford, who, let's be honest, he couldn't give a fuck. And to be fair, it annoys us because, you know, to be a footballer, you got to be proud. It just doesn't look proud that he's a footballer or anything. He doesn't really care. He doesn't look like he cares. And, you know, I just don't know. I don't get him. But at the end of the day, as I said, you know, we don't support that team. You know, it is what it is. But I have to say, from our point of view, I'm really happy with our midfield. Because obviously we've had a lot of challenges. We've had, you know, a lot of injuries again, loads of injuries. It's like, I've been saying this today, it's true. Every game we were losing a man or two. We are losing players every game. Like today we lost Ezri Konsa in the first 5 minutes. What is going on? And, you know, I was a bit worried because obviously Onana, the situation and everything, and you got McGinn who's not in the midfield. So that really stretches us in the midfield. So you had, throughout, you know, the first half or so, Philogene, Ross Barkley and Yuri in the midfield. And I've got to say, he actually did not look bad at all. I thought Ross Barkley was my man of the match. Do you know what? He's just one. He gives a shit. That's the only way I can describe it. Ross Barkley, really, he is. What a bargain. That's all I can say about Ross Barkley, because I'm really happy with him, because, you know, it was never going to be an easy role to, you know, just jump into Onana's role, because obviously Onana offers a lot at our club and everything, like, you know, in that midfield and everything. He's a very good player. And obviously him being injured, Ross Barkley is the next, you know, person to fill in his role, and he's just a really good job today. It's a fair play to Ross Barkley. Leon Bailey still looks so injured, and like, I'm not going to say disinterested, because at the end of the day he has to watch it because he's got an injury. But he weren't as bad as against Bayern Munich. I do have to say that. I've got to say as well, Morgan Rogers looked very, very what's the word? Probably like leggy, fatigued. A few chances he probably could have done better today, but at the end of the day, there's no point, and I'm not going to like give any like bad criticism to any of these players, because they've just beaten one of the best teams in the world, and to follow it up with a result against, yes, at the moment Man United are literally just a top 10 club. They're just nothing really, but it's Man United, so fair play to Villa for that. And yeah, at the end of the day, we haven't lost today, which is really good, and it's one of them games where, you know, you probably were the best team on the pitch, but you always seem to lose to Man United, and I don't understand why we do that so often. And yeah, it's just nice that we've done that today. But yeah, obviously international break now. These players need a rest. We need to get some back, because hopefully anyway, the next game we've got Mings, Kamara. Hopefully Konsa's back and ready. Onana should be ready as well. And yeah, hopefully the injuries aren't piling up again. Because at the end of the day, last season we were just riddled with it. Yes, we still got top 4, but we were riddled with it. But yeah, at the end of the day, as a Villa fan, I'm really happy with the start of the season. Obviously, we're around 5th now. You know, joint on points with Chelsea. Yeah, it's good times for Villa. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you do have any comments you want to comment on the channel, even if you are a Manchester United fan, and I've got to say, I do feel sorry for you lot, because if, you know, watching that today, I don't really watch Man United, but when I'm watching them today, it's such a disinterested squad, and you know, it's just not right. As soon as it's not right with that club. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Odd Villa, the Pride Villa. We'll see you in the next video.